So with the cold weather rapidly approaching, now seems like a great time to do a little update video on how I plan on keeping warm when car camping. Now the temperature in this car when I started this video this evening was a rather toasty -0.4. So we'll see how that temperature goes throughout the video. So this video will be divided into two parts, you could say. The first, when I'm in bed, and the second half when I'm not. Now what I want to do first of all is to create an enclosed space, as I think this helps to keep the cold out. Now to achieve this, well, it actually doubles as my car's blackout system. So I have all the rear windows covered with my cardboard and weed fabric blackouts. Now I think windows is where, you're probably going to get most of the cold coming in. So to cover them up at least, it just creates a barrier. And then after this, I have my rather thick blackout curtain, and that separates the front cab from the rear of the car. And I have a similar blackout curtain on the rear window, and that actually covers the entire space. And even this makes such a big difference to the car temperature. The temperature in the car is now a rather toasty 5 degrees. So we've gained 5 degrees just by creating this space. Now something I bought last year that hopefully I will get to use this year is this little heater. Now this does pull quite a lot of power at 600 watts, so it's not something that you're going to be turning on and leaving on for long periods of time. But the way I envisage using this is by putting it on for short bursts just to put some heat in the space. And actually, I specifically think I'll be using it in the mornings, because when you first wake up is when I tend to find I am the coldest. Well, it's clear to see how effective that little heater is in an enclosed space like this. We have almost doubled the temperature in here. It's still going up. It is now on 9.3 degrees. So people in the past have asked me if I'd ever consider getting a diesel heater, and I do get offered quite a lot of diesel heaters from different companies. But for me, I don't think I will ever need a diesel heater. I think for a small space like this, they are quite overkill for me. Basically, I only do overnight car camps, so at the most 2 nights. So I think having these kind of solutions actually will suit my ends perfectly. Now next up will be my tried and tested heated socks and jacket. Now these run off their own individual power packs, and both the socks and the jacket have different heat settings, which will affect how long those battery packs last for. Now what I found with the heated socks is that if I have them on the lowest setting, then they will last as good as a whole night. And with the jacket, basically that lasts for well over a night. But with the jacket, you have different heating areas. So you have heated arms, heated front and heated back, and you can choose which ones you have on and off. And what I had found was that if I only turned on, say, the back, and then I could put it over me, and it's a bit like a heated blanket. Now, as much as I absolutely love these techie solutions, there are of course much more low-tech solutions that you could use. And that is of course to just simply layer up. And you can of course go for the low-tech sock solution too, and that is the good old-fashioned thermal sock. And then we move to how I keep warm when I'm in bed. So first of all, I have this rather cool 3-season fleece-lined sleeping bag that also has a hood on it too. Now even this by itself is enough to keep me super snug and warm, but there is more that I can do to this sleeping bag to make it even better. Now the first thing that I'm going to be trying this year for the first time, and that is using this. Now this was an idea that I actually got from you on previous videos, and that is to put some kind of heat reflective stuff under my bed itself, and that is a means of keeping your body heat, well, within your bed. So we will be testing this certainly on the next car camp. And then also from the tried and tested category, we have my little USB heated blanket. Now this little thing is amazing, and at its very highest setting only pulls 8 watts of power, meaning it can be used on a proper small little power bank. Well, the temperature in here does seem to be holding quite well. It's only dropped a degree since I turned the heating off, So it's still a rather nice 8.4 degrees. Now what I really like about this little electric blanket isn't just the fact that it is super low wattage, it's the fact that even if you don't have it plugged in and you lie down on top of it, your own body heat heats the coils, so creates a heated blanket effect for no power whatsoever. So something that a lot of people recommend using for car camping to keep warm, and it's something that actually is relatively low tech, and that is good old-fashioned hot water bottles. Now we don't have any hot water bottles, so I've never been able to test it in a car camping situation, but I suppose the only drawback that I can think of is that you'd need to have a decent enough power station to be able to create hot water to put into it, and then I don't know how long a hot water bottle will last for, but I suppose it's much like my heated socks. Basically the batteries won't last an entire night, but they at least last long enough to keep you warm enough to help you get off to sleep. And that is pretty much it for what I'm going to be trying this year. So it will be super interesting to see how all of these work when in the field and not just sitting on my driveway. So as always, I hope you found this video useful, and until next time, take care.